as disappointed as we are that we didn't play a little bit better today and that we were unable to win that ball game and keep moving forward, I'm that much more proud of our guys and our kids and the way they've gone about things in the last month. They have a lot to be proud of. Accomplished some really huge milestones, not only for themselves as individuals, but for our program and for Youngstown State. And I think we can really build off of what we've done in the last month, and gives us a great opportunity to move forward. So we're excited about that. I'd like to thank the University of Indiana, the tournament directors, the hosts, just everybody involved. It was absolutely a first-class event. I've been to a few of these in my time, and this is absolutely a fantastically run NCAA regional. So thank you to Bloomington and the University of Indiana.
Okay. Questions from the players?
This is for Phil or David. Just kind of take us through these past few weeks, just from coming from where you were during the regular season and your conference season, and advancing to the regionals and your experience here. Just kind of take us through that whole process and kind of tell us where you came from earlier in the year to coming and competing with some of the better teams in the nation.
It's been an incredible ride. Wouldn't trade it for anything. Teammates are just phenomenal. Started off the year, obviously we played good competition, but we just weren't playing very good baseball. And to finish it like we did, we played pretty much flawless in our conference tournament. And a couple games out here were disappointing, but we came out against Indiana State and played much better. And it's like I said, I wouldn't trade it for the world. It was just an amazing experience, and to share it with these guys is awesome.
How can you guys take a moment like playing on the same field as a program like Stanford and use kind of what they do to build your program?
I mean, obviously it's such an accomplishment to be on the field as with them, and just for the younger guys to get this experience. I mean, as a senior leaving, it was great to do all this stuff, but as a freshman playing in these games, the future 3 years from now, they're going to definitely rely on this and keep going back to it, and always be proud of what we did this past year.
Phil, when you go back and talk to some of your friends from high school and stuff, what are you going to be able to tell them about this experience and about the program for years to come now that you guys have made it this far?
Hopefully we turn it around a little bit. I think as seniors, that's pretty much the way we wanted to go out. Obviously we got a ring, and talking about it, just going back to the feeling we had as a dog pile and how we accomplished what we did and the streak that we were on, and obviously finishing it out here against Indiana, one of the top teams in the country, and Stanford. And those are moments that not too many people get to have. So it's just going to be awesome to look back on and see what we accomplished.
Anything else from the players? Gentlemen, you're dismissed.
I've got the car.
Questions from the
You
coach?
guys will ride with me.
Coach, there's a play in your defensive half of the second inning where looked to be a play at the plate on a throw from right field, and the ball got cut off. Looked like there may have been a play there. Do you think that ball should have been cut off, or do you think there might have been a play and could have changed things as far as that inning went?
Well, from my angle, it was kind of hard to tell, whether it was slightly offline. I think, the guys that are out there, we drill through that and work on communication, and just knowing that if it's offline and there isn't a chance to get the out, we want to keep runners from moving up. So I'm going to trust the players that they made a good choice there. It's from my angle, it's hard to tell, but I'm going to put my faith in them that they did the right thing.
Coach, do you guys feel that you ran on the steam at all, or did you just run into two opponents in Indiana and Stanford who were just a little bit better?
Well, I think the biggest thing is that their skill level, their talent level, if you make mistakes, you're probably going to get hurt pretty badly. And we couldn't close out innings. After that second inning, then they put up 6. That was the 18th run that we had given up in the tournament. 16 of those 18 runs came after 2 outs were recorded in the inning. So if you can't put away a hitter, and if you keep missing toward the middle of the plate in counts that are there to a hitter's advantage, you're probably going to get hurt a lot worse than maybe what we experienced through the course of the year when you have athletes like we're on the field today and Friday.
All cliches aside and everything, what did you tell your team immediately after this loss, and what was kind of your message to them?
Well, just it was an honor to see what had happened and be a part of that from a coaching standpoint. We had set a goal back when we were playing at the University of Milwaukee that there was 25 days leading up to the conference tournament, and that they say that it takes 21 days to create a new habit. So we had time to gel and come together, and they embraced that. And I thanked them for their commitment to what they did there. And each team's unique, because that team will never be the same again. Guys will move on. They'll graduate. Next year will be a whole new team. So that it was a sad time, but yet they had a lot to be proud of what they accomplished in that 25 days.
Looked like Coach Marquis had a few words for you after the game. Looked like of encouragement. Can you share anything about what he said to you after the game was over?
Well, I just had told him that I had been a big fan of his. I grew up in Beatrice, Nebraska, which was about 60 miles from Omaha, and so I was able to get to some College World Series. And Stanford, obviously one of the elite programs in college baseball, one of the storied programs in college baseball, and I just told him that I was a big fan and that it was an honor to coach against him today. Where I have been geographically, we're not going to run into Stanford too often, so I had an opportunity to tell him that, so I just thanked him.